Whoever wrote the punk rock rulebook should be shot in the face. Rules? What a fucking joke.
You're listening to Channel X. Channel X!
The thing about a punk rock band is that the reason they are so angry is because they all hate each other. Everyone in this town is in a band, wants to be in a band, or is a failed actor. You choose, or go wash some dishes. I would really like to punch a boy band in the face. Just out of principle. Shit, I'd like to punch you in the face. Once the rotten decay sets in, you can't stop it. These are some really uplifting thoughts. We're playing music that just might wake you up from that vomit and hysteria of suburbia. Maybe, maybe not. Los Santos is a freak magnet with a unique sound. The sound of Western civilization going over a cliff. Let's take a trip in a burning car, shall we? Inhale. Exhale. That's the smell of progress, quietly giving you cancer. Everyone wants to be a victim these days and talk about how offended they are. Well, guess what? I'm an equal opportunity offender. The difference between the 1970s and today is that we have a whole lot more uptight, uneducated white people now. This is too great of a country to let this sort of thing happen to us. Where did we go? Hello? One day you look around and say, it just might be the day to quit a band you started. It happens all the time. Then you get to watch a chicken run around without a head. Dreadlocks don't have a thing to do with religion for me. It's because I'm a lazy white guy that doesn't shower. This is Channel X, and we're bringing you some stuff that you would not normally hear on any of the other radio stations. So go fuck yourselves. This is music from the West Coast. There's a punk scene in Liberty City, and of course London, but these are the real sounds of southern San Andreas. What is it about great weather that makes everybody batshit? Why does nobody here really work? Why do we build a city in the desert and steal water from other people? There's a black sludge bubbling under this city. It's Channel X. Some of the best music being played on the West Coast is in seedy clubs and galleries. Foul places that don't have tickets that are marked up 100% for processing fees. Holy shit, it's disgusting what the entertainment industry gets away with. And you fucking let them. Channel X, the home of punk rock, rebellious slogans, and really great vintage t-shirts. Only joking. They made us cut out the rebellious slogans for advertising purposes. But we do have a great line in vintage t-shirts and all things retro, including the incredibly retro concept of actually giving a shit about something. We're keeping it very real here on Channel X. We are rebelling hard against theme parks and car parks and developing in national parks and all the other shit we specialize in down here in the world capital of plastic. Vinewood, USA. We've dedicated our lives to the pursuit of truth, and what have we learned? Punk rock ain't always true, and Vinewood ain't always bad. Sometimes you want nothing more than a glib ending and a plastic resolution to everything. Keep dreaming, America. It's time for my training montage. You're listening to the home of reality in the land of mindless dreams. No wonder we never fit in. Maybe I should just go all in and get some plastic tits and a big plastic smile and a tiny little plastic brain. Just like the people who run this country. Never too fucked up to play. The booze and drugs and the electricity was all part of the terrorist act that we were trying to perform. Although we didn't know that we were musical terrorists at the time. Surfers, skaters, haters, bikers, cheerleaders, the captain of the football team, the drug dealers, all got together for our special party and couldn't throw enough things at us. Bottles, cans, bricks, rocks, food, never any spit. I remember smoking pot, drinking some beer, being really loose, being warm and fuzzy, and walking up and sticking my head into the PA system, like one of the bottom bins of the PA system. It's like you don't do stuff like that. You gotta be really fucked up to do stuff like that. This is Channel X. Good luck. When we were in Black Flag, it was like we were just happy to be playing. It's like, let us play. We don't care. We'll play anywhere with anybody. The way that we made friends was that we had drugs and we had beer and cigarettes, and all the other Vinewood bands had a bit of a fashion sense. And for us, we weren't about the fashion, we were about the music. We were about the happening. We were about the party. All the drugs, all the booze. Roll me out from under a car. It's time to play. Oh wait, the audience. Sunday afternoon, they're all picnicking. They don't want to hear what we're playing. Go home. Watch the family special. Channel X. While I was a member of Black Flag, I was arrested a couple of times for doing really incredibly stupid things. When you're drunk and you're watching your friends get beat up by the police, sometimes you take matters into your own hand, and so I got to spend the night in the county jail, getting thrown into the paddy wagon. There are no seats. There's no place to sit in the paddy wagon. What they do is they purposely hit the brakes every 50 yards or what have you, and everybody ends up piled on the floor. All of the gentlemen that were in the paddy wagon with me would fall on top of this one guy who had the bottle of wine in his pants. So it turned into this scene where everybody fell on top of this guy and they all had their hands down his pants. I'd been shot at in a parking lot after a show because the neighbor was upset that we were making too much noise, and the six of us that were drinking in the shadows ran off like roaches. You're listening to Channel X on Keith. All sorts of fun stuff. Jump up and down. Don't turn off Channel X. Good morning, Los Santos. You gonna throw up on your shoes tonight? Make the night interesting. Good evening. Try to break your routine instead of doing all that same boring bullshit you always do. Hope you're having a good evening out there, Los Santos. It's another beautiful southern San Andreas morning. Smog, traffic, and bullshit all on tap. What did you do last night? That's what mornings are for. Fried food and regret. Good morning. Go give a rim job to a donut. All right, a few people want to lie to you and make you scared about the wrong things. We got to take a quick break. Let's listen to some fine messages from the great capitalist gangbang going on out there. We better take a little break and get indoctrinated again. I was just forgetting about reality for one moment, and reality says, buy things. In fact, buy these things. All right, we gotta sell out a little. Let's take a moment and hear what those weasels at the news have to say. If you weren't angry and depressed enough, here's some news. Police chases and paparazzi bullshit. It's time for the news.
I don't want this station. Channel X.
This is a band that rose out of the ashes of the Circle Jerks. Off. Song is called What's Next? Dimitri Coates, Stephen McDonald, Mario Speedwagon, Keith Morris. Here you go.